Hello and welcome to What's Possible with Microsoft Dynamics 365 Portals. Next slide. My name is Sean Jens. I'm a Senior Solution Architect with Ledgeview Partners. I have 11 years of experience with Dynamics CRM. And my co-presenter is Chris Harp.
Hello, I'm also a Senior Solution Architect, and I have about 4 years of experience with Dynamics CRM.
Okay, so the problem. You've supercharged your sales pipeline with CRM, and you're rocking your service center. Everyone's loving Dynamics 365, except for what about the users you can't give access to your CRM? Wouldn't it be great to give your customers a way to log their own cases, or dealers a way to view their leads or sales pipeline? What about that great knowledge base that you built out? It's only in your CRM, so how can you give external users access to it? Today, we'll show you how Dynamics 365 Portals can help you take your CRM to the next level. All right, so what exactly is a portal? A portal is a website that is connected to Dynamics 365 that allows non-CRM users to view and maintain their CRM data. It's basically an ASP.NET website that's hosted in Azure. Dynamics 365 for Portals actually contains a collection of solutions that allow for the deployment of a website on top of Dynamics 365. And there's support for multiple feature-rich portal types to fulfill a variety of customer website needs. And we'll go over those portal types later in this presentation. All content and configuration data is stored in Dynamics CRM with no custom development required. And all of these can be modified either in the CRM, or the content itself can actually be maintained in the portal itself by an administrator. And we'll show you that later in this presentation. Okay, so why would you want a Dynamics 365 portal? Well, here are some stats. 32% of customers keep in touch with a brand, and 50% of end users use multiple channels such as Twitter or Facebook or a self-service portal to make their voice heard. There's been an 81% increase in customer use of online forums and communities for self-help last year, and portals actually will provide you a way to easily set up and maintain forums and communities. And 90% of global consumers now expect a brand or organization to offer some sort of self-service portal. So here are some general use cases. Like I mentioned earlier, you could grant access to a forum for users to submit ideas for product updates. The forums are actually part of multiple types of portals that you can configure. You can also give access to your knowledge base to your customers or your dealers or distributors to help them answer frequently asked questions or look up information about your products or services. Next slide. All right. Some sales use cases. You could provide a method to distribute leads to your dealers or distributors, or you could actually grant access to distributors to maintain their own opportunities inside of your CRM via the portal. And that'll help you keep track of how each dealer is doing. Some service use cases. Most portal types have a contact us page, so you can actually provide one of those to your customers, and that actually creates a lead inside of CRM so that you can follow up on questions asked in the contact us page. You could allow a customer to actually sign up and submit support cases via the portal. And another potential thing you could do with Dynamics 365 portal is actually maintain a blog inside of the portal. And all of this data will be stored inside of CRM. Some stuff to know before you start. All the portals are hosted in Azure, and they're online only, and that means both your CRM instance and your portal are going to be hosted in Microsoft's cloud. So if you're on premise, there are other products available, including building your own portal, but unfortunately, if you're on premise, you can't use Dynamics 365 portal. Microsoft did actually purchase this technology from a company known as ADX Studios. If you know, there's a possibility you can convince them to give you a license for that product, but as of now, they've sort of turned off the ability to sign up for on-premise versions of the portals. Another thing to keep in mind is that each portal is tied to a single instance of CRM. You can change this later, but they have to be in the same tenant. And that's all tied to licensing, which is a subject that we'll cover later in this presentation. Okay, so licensing. So you get a portal license with an Office 365 Plan 1 license. If you want to have additional portals, say for development, or you need to, we'll talk about audiences later, but if you need a portal for a different audience, say you want to have a customer portal and a dealer portal, you'll need to purchase additional licenses on top of the one that comes with your Plan 1 license. Other Office 365 licenses, you may have to actually purchase a portal license. See your sales rep for more details about that. Along with the license for the portal itself, there's actually a page view limit. So each portal license comes with 1 million monthly page views by default. A page view is defined as a unique visit by a user to a page on your site. So if you think of a typical session on your portal, if a user visits 10 pages during the session, you'll actually get 100,000 unique users to your site each month. If you think you need additional page views, you can buy them in 500,000 view increments. All right. Now that you've purchased your licenses, you got to decide on your audience, and this controls the type of portal that will be created. It's not exactly an easy thing to change after the fact, so you're going to want to make sure you make this decision right up front. Especially since you've probably gone through and configured a bunch of additional pages or features, or you've changed the content of the portal, and all this stuff gets wiped out if you change your audience type later. So the types of audiences are customer, partner, and employee, and we'll go through these in the next slides. So the customer audience. Who exactly is this audience? Well, a customer is defined as kind of a direct user of your products or services. The types of portals that are available to this audience are a community, and this is mostly like a forum or blog post kind of situation. A self-service portal, this is where a customer could maintain like their support cases or view a knowledge base, and there's also forums available in that particular type of portal. And then there's custom, which is like it says, it's completely custom put together for special use cases. The next audience is partner. These are outside vendors, distributors or dealers, contractors. It's basically people who are either assisting you sell your products or, not internal employees, or, people who actually use your products or services. Portal types available to them is they could have a customer self-service portal. You could have a dealer or distributor community portal. There's a special portal type called the partner portal, which that has a template for for managing a sales pipeline, and then a custom portal type is available to partners as well. The next audience is employees. So it's staff without CRM access. You can think of these portals as for folks like in your R&D department or individuals who really have like a specific task that they need to do in CRM that wouldn't really merit them have a full CRM license. There are some additional licensing requirements around this particular type of portal. As you can see in the screenshot, user license is required for internal users. You can see that more details link when you sign up for a portal trial. And the only portal type available to these users is an employee self-service portal. Okay, so now we're going to explore the various portal types. So a community portal, like I said, it's for gathering feedback and providing information to the audience. Each of these you can think of as sort of a starting point. You can add additional pages to all types of portals after the fact. This includes pages for accessing custom entities or even features from the other types of portals. You just have to go through and actually configure those. So the standard features of a community portal are forums, surveys, blogs, and then a specialized forum called Ideas. This is for capturing, like ideas for new products or services. And we've got a screenshot of a community portal right there, right? The next portal type is a partner portal. So this is used to allow partners to manage their sales pipeline and submit cases. This template out of the box has a contact us page, which, like I mentioned, creates leads inside of CRM. There's customer management, so you can allow dealers or distributors to actually manage their own accounts and contacts inside of your portal. This can be secured so that each dealer can only see their particular customers or contacts. There's a customer service component, so a dealer or distributor could enter cases and maintain those cases. And then there's a forum similar to the ones in the communities and the user forums. And then you can grant access to your knowledge base to your partners. And then opportunities, like I said, is part of the sales pipeline management features of this partner portal. All right, self-service portal. This is the most common portal. It shows up in all three types of audience. It allows an audience to perform common tasks. So this is probably going to be your starting point for most of your portals, unless you're, dealing with partners specifically. Its features out of the box include blogs, a contact us page. There's customer service, so users of this portal type can maintain cases. There's feedback, which is a specialized forum. There's forums, and then a knowledge base. And we're going to actually demo a self-service portal right now. So starting with the knowledge base. All right, so right on the front screen here, this is a lightly customized portal. It's a self-service portal, and right out front, you can see it's by default, this template surfaces the most popular articles. This is figured out by how often an article has been opened and viewed. So you can kind of see it. There's, the 3 most popular articles. There's a section below for most recent articles by date. You can actually rate an article. So top rated articles show up. If we drill into these are all based off of the CRM knowledge base, and it's actually the newer knowledge base. So if you're using articles inside of CRM, you'll have to kind of migrate to the newer version. You can actually have rich text, and it'll pull the pictures and whatnot from your CRM. You can relate articles together. As you can see, right now we've got bore stroke ratio is a related article to this particular one. When you drill into that, you can see that rich text. There's a screenshot there from Bikes for Sale. You can relate products to your knowledge base articles, and then you can also see your keywords and how many times this particular article has been viewed. All of that's tracked in records inside of your CRM, so it's easy to maintain. All right, next we're going to go and jump to the Contact Us page. So if you scroll all the way down, there's a section in this template by default for Get Help, and Contact Us is one of those. It's a pretty easy way to get to the Contact Us page, so if we click that, you'll see this is just sort of a generic Contact Us page. This will actually create a lead inside of your CRM, so if Chris enters contact for me, fill in some email information, and enter a topic, I think. Yep, and then I think that's it. You can see this is actually pulling information from your lead, so this is actually the lead source right there, the field that it's pulling. So if we hit submit, this will create a lead, and then if we jump into our CRM, we can actually see that it created a lead. All right, see right there, please help me with my bike. All right, next we'll jump back and we'll actually log in to the portal. So you can secure access to areas in your portal. And you can also, actually have users register. This will create contacts inside of your CRM. Okay, so now we're going to go and jump to the forums. So if we click on forums, you'll see I'm logged in. I can actually view multiple, we'll go into the support forum. You can see it's a typical forum. We can start new threads. We can post information. There's some rich text capability, and we can add attachments to forum posts. All of this will be stored inside of your CRM as part in the portal area that is added when you configure your portal. All right, next we're going to jump to My Support at the top, and this is the support area. So this is where a user can actually enter support cases. As you can see, my user has 2 open support cases right now. They're in progress, and these will actually, it creates an actual case inside of your CRM that your support staff can maintain. All of these things pull from your case entity, and users that can search their own support cases, or they can enter new support cases through the portal. All right. We'll jump back out to our presentation, or back out to the PowerPoint. So now we'll look at the last portal type. So the last portal type is a custom portal, and this is kind of recommended as a last resort. You'd only really use it if you need a more specialized type of portal. You can see some examples, screenshots below. There's sort of an e-commerce type portal. There's a store locator, and we've got a screenshot of a more specialized portal. There aren't any real standard features with this template, so it takes a lot more work to set up. Right. Now we'll talk about customizing your portal. So with Dynamics 365 portals, there's an element of content management. So all the content on your portal is stored in CRM in records that you can edit actually inside of your CRM, but you can also set up an administrator on your portal, and you can edit content directly inside of the portal. So we'll jump it back to the portal and demo this feature. All right, so we're going to sign out as our limited user, and we'll sign back in as an administrator. All right, as you can see, now that we're an administrator, we get these black bars with an edit button on them to actually edit the content, and we can edit things like the navigation or the headers. So we'll edit the subtitle right there, and we can just add something to that. So we make great motorcycles and scooters, and you can see there's a rich text editor, so you can do lots of coloring and the like. And you see it just updated on the fly. So now users who come to our site will see right away that we make great motorcycles and scooters instead of just motorcycles and scooters. We can also edit the navigation at the top of the screen. So I actually created 2 custom entities and exposed them to our portal. And so we'll add them actually to the navigation. So one of them is warranty card entry. This is kind of just an entity for capturing warranty cards. Yep, we can just save that. You can see there's lots of options on the navigation. And then registrations is the other entity that I set up. And this is for viewing product registration information. And now we can actually rearrange our navigation if we want. So you can kind of move that up. You can see you can have nested navigation if you wanted. It's very flexible for how you set up your portal. All right, if we hit save, it'll update on the fly. And now our navigation shows warranty card and registrations. Okay, so now we'll jump back out to our slides. All right. So along with editing content, you can also have a variety of controls on your portal. The first of which is entity lists. So this is a control that actually allows you to show a CRM view inside of your portal, and it allows you to edit and view a list of records from your CRM. So we'll show that in a demo of our product registrations. So if we just bounce back in there and click on registrations, you can see that this is a custom entity, and I set it up as an entity view. It shows just a listing of product registrations. You can do searching and sorting by default. I didn't customize this in any kind of way. There's paging out of the box. So very flexible. You can add additional columns really easily just by modifying the view that this is based on. And this is showing active registrations from CRM. So if we actually go into our CRM, we can look at this view and just see that it's the same. So we'll go to CRM, sales, and then our service, yep. And then product registrations. And you can see right there. You can also see that we can secure these records. Right now, I'm only associated with the first record. The second new scooter A is associated to some other customer. All right, so if we go back to our slides, we'll talk about entity forms. So entity forms are tied to a form in your CRM, and it allows you to edit and view a single record. So we'll show that with warranty card. So I set up an entity form for entering warranty card information. You can see it handles all the out-of-the-box fields. You can see there's just a regular text box for entering customer name. There's a multi-line text box for address. We can have option sets. That's what contact method is. It's drop down. You can see email and phone there. Data purchase. It's obviously a date. We didn't have to do any additional customization to make this happen. You can require fields, so it's pulling the fact that email, product number, and data purchase are all required right from our entity in CRM. So it's really easy to maintain even by a non-developer type user. All right, so now we'll go back to our slides. There are some other controls available besides entity forms and entity lists, although those two will be probably the most common ones that you use. These other controls include a Bing Maps control. You can see an example of that in our store locator screenshot. On the right of the slide, there's a calendar control. So if you wanted to have some kind of like events calendar, that is available. And then there's an ad control in case you wanted to, in case you wanted, to show advertisements. All right. Some other areas that you can customize inside of your portal. So authentication, maybe there are areas on your portal you don't want everyone to see. So you can actually, we've seen some examples of that with product registration. You can restrict access to pages on your site based on the login. The way you do this is by setting up web roles. These are similar to security roles inside your CRM. And web roles have entity permissions, which control what you can do to each record. So things like read or edit, you can make it so that users can only view certain records, or that they can edit ones, they can create new ones. Another area for authentication that you can set up is you can have various login types, and these are everything is tied to a CRM contact, but along with your local account login type, which we showed earlier with our admin user, you can also set up. You can type Facebook logins, Google login, Windows Live ID, WS Federation, which is really Active Directory Federation services, and Yahoo accounts to your CRM contacts, and then those users can use those logins to log into your portal, and all of that's configurable. Okay. Some advanced customizations that you could do in your portal. So you can set up web forms. These are forms that aren't tied to entities inside of your CRM. If you have just, straight content type situations, or, say you wanted to show like some kind of product configurator or something in an iframe, you would use a web form for that. You can theme the entire website using Bootstrap. You can see in our various screenshots, we have a lot of screens that look completely different from each other. Well, this is because they've modified the theme. Signet over there on the side is a good example of that. You can use liquid markup language for doing some more advanced hiding and showing and customizing the look and feel of your pages. If you wanted to hide just specific fields on an entity form, for instance, from not logged in users, you would use Liquid for that. All right, and then you can add custom JavaScript to your portal pages, and we'll kind of show that with a very brief CafeX demo. So if we go back to the portal, you can see on the side here we've got we've got our CafeX live chat. And actually, all I had to do to get that to show up was add some, the JavaScript that CafeX provides to us just to the footer of the site, and it actually adds it on every single portal page. So if Chris goes into our CRM, he can actually initiate a chat by clicking, and grab a chat. And now we're chatting with the portal, the user in the portal. He'll type hello, and bounce back to the portal. You can see right on there we've started a live chat. Okay, so jump back to the slides. All right, now we're gonna briefly just run through a listing of example portals. So Microsoft's provided us a pretty sizable list of example portals that are available in the slides. It's important to note that these are from Microsoft and not customer references of ours. They're just to show what's possible inside of CRM. So we'll kind of briefly just kind of flash through each of the screenshots from these portals. So we got Business Desktop portal. Here's an example of some theming work done. All right, next. You can see all these portals they look quite a bit different. All of this was customized and stored inside of these user CRM. Seattle Department of Education or Early Learning. This is, a community portal. Next. We got, kind of a partner portal here. And then, so what do you do next if you're interested in Dynamics 365 portals? Well, to continue researching, we really recommend the Administrator's Guide to Portal Capabilities. I got a screenshot of that. It's on the web, and you can download it. You can install, Dynamics 365 portals in your trial. There's a demo guide available. And you can request a trial key. And of course, there's always the option to call a partner like LedgeView Partners. All right, and that's all we've got for today. Thank you very much for joining us.